All right, guys. This is Hoenn. I'm gonna be doing a set analysis of the Return number 9, Albs versus Streety, by request of Streety. So I'm just gonna be trying to point stuff out. I mean, we all make mistakes. Nobody's human. Just me pointing out mistakes. Hell, maybe even find some things that I can copy. Who knows? But just wanted to go over these games and just help out. If anybody ever wants me to review any of their sets or anything, just please hit me up. It helps me improve. So because then I gotta really think about things that I kind of took for granted. Because everybody plays differently, no matter who I'm watching. Even if it's a player better than me, worse than me, doesn't matter. Because everybody is picking different options. Maybe somebody did something I had never thought of. So yeah, just if that's ever a thing you want help with, I love doing shit like this. I used to do this all the time. So yeah, but I'm not the perfect player. I'm gonna miss shit. Don't take everything I say as word. I'm not. I'm just trying not to have like a super fucking big ego about this anyway. But let's get into it. All right, so that forwarder missed. Oh, okay. It missed because of a spot dodge. It's kind of a ballsy thing to do at the beginning of the game. I'm not necessarily saying that this is entirely bad because this is pretty safe. It's just a weird thing to do at the beginning of a set, unless you like know the player you're playing against. Also, this spot dodge is a little. I mean, I guess if you see somebody running at you, spot dodge typically beats both dash attack and dash grab. So, gets grabbed. That I think your objective in this matchup typically is just don't get grabbed. You don't want to get grabbed. You don't want to get hit by random grenades. You might take some forward tilts or up tilts here and there because you have to engage Snake at some point, but you want to minimize the main damage. And if you're minimizing like, first of all, with grenades they take 3 seconds to blow up. You can typically dodge that shit most of the time. The grab typically leads to a lot of damage, and it helps unstale forward tilt and up tilt, which is primarily where Snake is often going to wind up getting damage if you're playing very cleanly. So you don't really want this. Also, it racks up a lot of damage very quickly, and often Snake can grab, then he gets his hardest punish just on reaction. So it's in like grab is his hardest punish if the Snake's playing well, typically, like on average. Yeah, so all right, I like this. So to Streety, it starts, he just waits here. So waiting here is really, really strong because it allows you to, you're laying on the ground, and very descriptive. Anyway, so if you're laying on the ground, this means that you're constantly threatening get up attack. But on top of that, you're also making it so that they have to, in order to beat this, you have to commit or completely wait it out, which is usually not going to happen. You're usually not going to wait it out, but committing, like you could forward tilt, you could jab this, up tilt this. You punish it with anything, really. So this is a good option. And then if they start immediately committing to shit, you can just buffer get up attack, buffer your rolls, buffer normal get up, and it just adds one more layer to the mix up because you've got all these options, and then on top of that, you've got the am I going to do it right away mix up. Because right here, if you're constantly threatening get up attack, and if Snake's just sitting here in shield, you can just whittle down his shield, and then once the Snake either stops shielding or his shield gets too small, you just get up attack. So this is how you, if you got a Snake that's just repeatedly grabbing you and just keeps tech chasing you because you're in a bad situation and you need to get out of there quickly, just remember that it's you'll take a lot less damage if you're mixing this up well. It's a very, very strong option. Then he rolls away. Exactly what I'm saying. He rolls away. Albs is sitting here waiting for like a get up attack. The options he's covering right here are normal get up, which he grabs, get up attack, which he grabs, or roll towards the ledge. He covers all of those from this position. But he cannot cover, while covering get up attack, you cannot cover roll away unless you dash through the Meta Knight expecting a get up attack and then just shielding it from the other side. If they don't, I actually don't remember if Snake can do that right away. But it definitely can if you're waiting. So, yeah, but basically if he's sitting here shielding, he can't go grab this. So very good. Okay, this forward air right here, I don't think that you should have gotten punished for this. First of all, you want to be fast falling all of your forward airs. This rising forward air thing, it just makes you less safe. Your forward air is literally worse because you're not getting to the ground fast enough to shield. You have more frames of end lag, so you need to clean up your movement. That looked like a little bit of frame delay. Alright, so when you're doing this tornado, right here, I don't mind it. But if you're doing it, you want to go to the top of Snake's head. Also, so first of all, you wind up beating Grenade, because Grenade's around his like chest level. It's like, because it's in his arm. If you're doing the head, you're not going to lose to Grenade, so going higher is really good. And then on top of that, it also gives you more room to fall while you're completing the ending lag animation off the tornado. So you actually wind up having like less lag, but it's more that you have more mobility to mix up with the more you're at that range. All right, this right here you should have up aired. This up B can work if you space it better, but the up air puts you in a better position, first of all, because then you don't have to go around. I keep looking over there because that's where I can see myself. If you up B, you have to go around. You have to make the complete shuttle loop. You have to do this whole fucking thing. But if you're just going for up air, you get a better juggle, you get more damage. From this percent, you could have gotten a like an up air, down air, and then that puts Snake in a really, really good position. Oh, did I fucked that up. Yeah, so in this position, you want to up air, because you'll hit his feet, which will not explode it. And then if he air dodges, you get down air, so that's really good. Probably footstool down air, because you don't want to explode the grenade. Yeah, just be careful about your tornado height. Okay, right here, and this is something that I think that like a lot of lower level players miss. I miss stuff like. Let me explain. I always get so ahead of myself. When you're doing the. Okay, right here, Snake doesn't have any option here. You beat him on a reaction. There's nothing he can do. He can't avoid getting hit here. And it's just situations like this that like. Even up to like the highest level, people miss shit like this just because they're not thinking about game mechanics, or they're not they just don't have situational awareness for certain things. So this right here, his legs are exposed, and no matter what happens, Snake falls, and he's gonna fall around like here. So what you need to do is approach this with like just walk up and down smash. You could walk up and. Hell, you could run up and up air this from this position, I think. Just don't hit the grenade. Anything that hits the feet, walk up, down smash. You could walk up, reverse down smash this if you wanted to. Snakes will often like come and they'll try to like land onto the stage. You could forward smash his feet if you're close enough. Just mind when a snake is like, if a snake's ever like landing close to you, you can dash attack under this. There's just so much. Like, from this position right here. Well, you dashed, so... Yeah, but he got unpunished. You were not wary of, You wound up with your air dodge picking up a grenade. And then... I would have just... From this position, I would have... if I wind up in a situation like this where Snake's landing in shield, it's usually best to land away from the grenades. Mix up between, like, down air up here. and downer over here, you don't want to land on top of the grenades, because then that opens up the Snake grabbing you. He has port priority here, so if he down throws you here, you take all that grenade damage, or at least you take them. I don't know my own shit. Okay, bam. Yeah, then you take a lot of damage because you did that. You want to avoid grenades though. That's the main thing. Just do not interact with them unless you know you can do something with the grenade, or you know that you're going to just not get hit by it. Because Snake has limited control of what he can do. The only thing he can really do is strip it out of your hands, but like, you just don't want it to explode on you and shit. If you're not trying to do something with the grenade, just stay away from it or just dodge it, whatever. Alright, I assume this is just a missed recovery. I would recommend usually just caping here. You can do a cape where you cape right up here and then slightly angle it up right in the final frames of the animation and you land on stage. It takes a little bit of practice. I usually do it from like up here and then I just wind up landing here. It's a really, really good option. Alright, so Snake doesn't have that many mix-ups to actually like punish you with shit. Don't worry, because you're Meta Knight, don't worry about getting to the ledge. Just make sure that you've got a general sense of the timings of the grenades, the up Bs, shit like that, and just try to be wary of it and try not to get hit by it. And then once you kind of waited things out, then grab ledge. Just be patient. Because Snake shouldn't really be hitting anybody with this kind of shit. Okay, don't know why you went to ledge. I'm glad you dodged that grenade. Okay, in this position, you don't need to be scared of this grenade. A grenade is not threatening until it explodes. The only thing that you don't want is you don't want it hitting you when it's flying at you. That's fine too, because you don't want to be taking residual damage, and you don't want to be unstaling like Snake's forward tilt and up tilt and all of his other moves and shit. You want to be avoiding that, but when this grenade's just sitting here, it is not threatening you this entire time. But you're sitting there in shield. Just get away from it. Throw it. Whatever you gotta do. Okay, this I like. Because there are certain times where a Snake player is just sitting there and he's just throwing like forward tilts and shit. Up tilts too. You have to be wary of up tilt because you're at kill percent, but this thing, there's a general... Usually if a Snake's just walking at you, you kind of know exactly what he's looking for. And you can, especially if he's just fishing for... Like, the moment Albs started walking over, I knew what he was doing. You just tornado this. And you did it. You could also tornado the up tilt, but you gotta do a timing mix-up, and it's risky because you could die. And you want to live as long as you can in this matchup. Because if you can avoid kill moves, you can live very, very, very long, and Snake can't really do anything to actually like force a kill often without putting himself in a lot of risk. It's hard, but like if I was Albs, I would have landed, and I would have landed with the grenade and grabbed. But okay, just chuck it in Streety's face. Albs is a badass. I think that's pretty clear. Albs is a fucking badass. Okay, this roll behind down smash. Right here, if you just start spamming down tilt on the back of his shield, I don't think Snake really has much he can do. Okay, right here. This is a big thing in the Snake matchup. Well, first of all, what was that in there? But oh look, Meta Knight's just disappeared. Look, where did he go? The right here. So right after this animation ends, you want to get as high as you possibly can. Go up, because you cover all Snake's recovery options that don't involve like blowing himself up. So you want to be trying. Snakes will always, if they can, they will try to jump up B all the way up here. You don't want to let them do it. Like, sometimes you won't have enough time. Sometimes their percent's too high and they can't get away with it. But go up, because let's say if the snake goes up here, and look, he does. He jump up these. I would have killed Albs here. I processed it in my head. Because if you get really, really, really high up here, you can trade with the up B and just straight up kill him. He's at 98%. He will die. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten it. Maybe I would have. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's still the general option that you should be going for. So you want to be trying to trade with the up B. That's generally what wins. And if you decide to go really high up and Snake decides to go low, well, now you get to fall on top of Snake. If he tries to blow himself up, you threaten footstool. If he's just trying to, like, jump onto the stage, come low, and just, like, jump onto the stage or whatever, you can land on him, or you could fall on him and down air him, and he can't really threaten it. If you're doing it from an angle, even if he double jumps at you, he can't hit you. So this is the best option. You want to do the thing where you're double jump up airing. Jump, double jump up air, double jump up air, that kind of thing, because you cancel the animation of your up air, or of your double jump with the up air, and then you can do another double jump faster. You gain height faster that way. And just try to catch him, even if you catch his feet. Okay, that could have been effective, but just bad execution. Very risky, but yeah, always, if Snake's off stage, always go high. Always. Now you lost stage control when he should have been forced to come back and explode. I want to see that again. Yeah, you could have upbeat him here if you had just positioned yourself. You got to preemptively do it the moment you know he's going to be off stage. Okay, this, you kind of could have dragged the tornado a little bit further away from Snake. Yeah, up air. Very good. Good. Let's go, Streety. Let's go. Okay, yeah. Don't down air the I know you weren't trying to down air the grenade, and that was all just muscle memory. We all do it. I don't know what I would do here. I'd probably just get out of here and just jump away. Reset the situation. Okay, I don't know what that up smash was from Albs. Yeah, watch out for grenades on the ground. Try to tornado higher. See, that right there could have been a grab back throw, and then you could have just done a bunch of like frame traps and shit and probably killed Snake. Maybe not guaranteed, but likely. Wait, was that a... Oh, good fast fall. That was way safer. I clanked with it. You caught his landing. Yeah, don't... the roll into Snake is really risky. Oh, good. Oh, no. Always go high. Wish I had some footage of myself versus Snake I could pull out right here. Very good by Albs. How did that happen? You air dodge into shield against Snake. Like, yeah, generally speaking, yeah, if there's something threatening on the ground, like a grenade, your general job is just to try to get around grenades, get away from them. You don't really want to land into them. Unless you're going to, like, insta-toss it at Albs and mix up, have a good timing for it, that way he doesn't see it coming. That was a little strange. Oh, yeah, just wait it out. You've got all these, like, things right here. Yeah, right here, just jump. I mean, like, in general, you want to try to, like, just get close to him, but, like, even in this situation, you want to try to contest him high. Don't, like, force the shuttle loop if you can't hit it. But you want to position yourself at least up there if you can help it. If you know he's gonna get away, that's fine. Just go to the ground. Just wait it out. But right here, see, because you're high, you could threaten an up air, down air, mixed or frame trap. Oh, good down air. Should have done the shuttle loop faster. He could have air dodged out of that. Oh no! No! Boom! My blind ass wouldn't have seen it. It's okay. No! I'm surprised you got away with that. Okay, good. You got the balloon. That's important. Okay, good, good, good. Waited it out. I thought you were going to get hit by the grenade. Like I would have, but good. Okay, right here, you can get up attack, and you'll ledge slip up air. Or just up air, actually. You might have had enough time. I think you would have. Alright. Next game. Oh, right. Okay, I missed something. Good. Oh, okay, dropped it. Oh, could have jab locked. Wait, did he land in front? It looks like he landed in front. Never mind. Okay, wait, how did this... Okay, this tornado beats... Well, it's just a punish. You could have just nared it. Here's your highest punishing option here that you're probably not going to get too much of in neutral. Alright, so when you're pressuring... Wait. So he jumps in grenades. You could just sit underneath him and just up air. I know you're trying to, like, call out the jump here. Okay, the roll away is okay. If you were just a little higher, you would have avoided it. Nice. This is risky, because if he grenades here, you can die. But if he doesn't... I don't think that this option is that great. But if you have the read, I'm not going to stop you from killing him. Probably a little lag fucked up your timing on the tornado. Okay, you always like to, like, land and shield, like air dodge into the ground shield and shit like that. It's better to just, like, take your time, find your landing, cape somewhere, mix up down airs, mix up where you're down airing to, where you're landing to, because, like, otherwise, and it's fine because you could win mix ups this way. Like if Snake up tilts, this is a strong option. If you know he's gonna up tilt, because then you land and you punish the up tilt, but you don't want to be landing, because then now you're in close quarter shit with Snake, and Snake wins these exchanges. You don't want this mix up to happen too often unless you're like poking him. Let's say he picks up a grenade or something, you're just poking him with down tilt. That's fine, but you want to normally be spacing him out. You don't want this close. You don't want to be super close to him. You don't want him to be able to shield grab you. Grab you in general, like get easy forward tilts, jab forward tilt, jab grab. You don't want that mix up. You want to get away from him. Okay, being patient. Don't like the shuttle loop, but I like the idea that you're trying to go for otherwise. Oh, yeah, just bad situational awareness. I would have just gone to ledge. When in doubt, go to ledge. I thought you were gonna do it. Like, damn, I'm coaching. I'm retroactively coaching. Okay, Nair, I noticed you like to do that. One thing you should try doing is just land tornado, like fall down here and just do a short tornado. Don't do the full thing, just like as you're falling close to the ground, like maybe around here. I keep thinking I should do this with my fingers. Around here, just do a tornado. Don't press B at all with it. And then the tornado ends and you still have invincibility. And you can go do a nair or something, go shield poke. You can go do a full entire other tornado. It's very strong. It's better than this nair. You let him have stage control. You shouldn't run underneath him like this. I think that if you're gonna wait, you should like look at the trajectory he's falling at and try to engage him like around here. Because now, when he air dodges, he now has full stage. When you didn't need to give him that. You just gave him free stage control by doing it. Yeah, be careful about landing. You're not taking your time. You're just rushing onto the ground. Mix up your down airs. Glide to the ledge. Whatever you gotta do. Just do not land on Snake unless you got something spaced or you got like a hard read or something. Okay, here. Oh, okay. This is where the fun begins. So right here, you should down air. Down air sends. I keep trying to use my fingers. Down air, especially tipper, because tipper will break. Down air tipper breaks through Snake's cipher until it's at like 4 staleness. I believe you can hit it 3 times before it's too stale to break it. This forward air did beat it. But forward air, the problem with forward air is it sends at a very upward angle. And so does nair. So even though nair does more damage, down air sets you up for more damage in the long run. And you keep Shuttle Loop fresh, which is nice. You know it doesn't matter here because you kill him if you Shuttle Loop him, but you don't want to take grenade damage either. So, yeah, right here, just double jump down air. And just get the tipper hit. Does like 9 damage. Very good. And then it sends him like down over here. And then you're above Snake, and that's very, very, very good. Then you can just chase him out there. And then so if you down air Snake here, he ends up over here, and then he has to up B. And you know what you do? You just double jump at him, and you Shuttle Loop him, and he's fucking dead. It worked. I don't like it, but it worked. What I think you do is you go right here and you just pressure Snake with up air. Snake can't do anything. If you're just here, up air, up air, up air, up air. Try to... Well, the grenade kind of covers the roll, so we can't really do that. Just make sure that you're spacing your up air properly so that it doesn't... You don't blow up, but... Yeah. You want to be mindful. Don't use Shuttle Loop as use it more as a punish tool than like a way that you're just gonna wind up winning neutral most of the time. Use it only when you've got like greeds and shit, in my opinion. Greeds are reactionary punishes. Oh, at least aerial Shuttle Loop. Okay, here, this can work, but the other thing is that right here, when you're in this position, and he pulls a grenade, down tilt him. Snake cannot forward tilt you when he's on top of a grenade. He will pick up the grenade. So, he's in the situation where he has to roll, and when you down tilt, you hit his feet. So, it can't, he has to drop the item. And in the process of doing that, you just get really easy shield pressure. Just don't get shield grabbed. Don't do so many down tilts that you get shield grabbed. But it's a very, very strong option here. And then you can kind of wait out rolls. You can get wait for the roll, grab, back throw, do your crazy shit, or nair it. Whatever you gotta do. You could do forward air. Just kind of space it out. I don't think you need a tornado there to accomplish what you were doing. I don't think, because you're not threatening forward tilt. Because he can't forward tilt in that position. Okay, here, you want to keep Shuttle Loop fresh in this matchup as much as you can. I would go up air here and go get your up air string. Getting up airs in neutral is very good across all matchups, because up air is not usually your kill move, but it does a lot of damage, and the more stale it is, the more it combos into shit. So the more that you use it, the better it is. Also, up air gives you the best positioning of any move, generally speaking. Down air off stage, but like when people are above you, that's very, very, very good. And then it combos into more shit. So you just wind up getting Shuttle Loop out of your stale move queue if it was there. You get down smash out of your stale move queue. I think especially in the Meta Knight Ditto, punishing with up airs a lot is really, really, really good, because all of your kill moves then at like 130%, just bam. But because then when you'll notice that like literally in some matchups, I'm going to use the Meta Knight Ditto as an example. You're gonna wind up at around like both players might be at 130, but one player got there using down smash and up Bs, and the other player got there using up tilts, not up tilts, up airs, forward tilts, down tilts, nairs, and shit like that. That player is cleanly an advantage because all of his moves, all of his kill moves are still there. And I find it just as easy to get to higher percents, if not easier, with these other moves. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Keep in mind what you're staling. Actually, why did you Shuttle Loop here? Okay, this Shuttle Loop was bad because then he can kind of chase you up there. He can go up there and nair. Nair will clank out the glide attack hit, and it'll beat your Shuttle Loop. What you're trying to do, obviously, is you're trying to get invincibility. You're probably trying to up-B the up tilt. And that's fine, because if it works, it works. I'm not... But if you've got a read, I'm not a mind reader. I don't know. You wind up giving him stage control again. Remember where a character can land. Tornadoing under people is generally good, but against Snake it's risky, because if he grenades, you lose that exchange. Okay, right here, yeah. Double jump down air. Double jump down air here, or Shuttle Loop him. Yeah, you knew that the up B was there. Or the up smash was there. Okay, good, you waited it out. Oh. Just go to ledge. Go to ledge, wait it out. If you know he's gonna forward tilt you, you can also SDI the forward tilt behind him, and then that completely whiffs. Then you take less damage. And if he up tilts you, actually you get optimal DI on up tilt as well. So if you just mash behind when Snake's in that position, you actually get the optimal. I didn't think about that till now. See, this is why I think it's good for me to do this shit. Yeah, that's... You go... I'm trying to, like, point. No. Probably should, like, air dodge and, like, come down here. Or just rise, because you've got invincibility. It's just situational awareness shit. So here, this Shuttle Loop, you would have been faster to down tilt. It actually is safer because Shuttle Loop is only invincible on like frame 5 or something. Down tilt's frame 3. So it'll beat out things faster than Shuttle Loop will. Faster than grounded Shuttle Loop. Okay, I actually like that. Right here, up-B it. No, you got either up-B or down air it. He's at 113. You almost should never nair unless you know that the down air... Okay, the only time where you nair in this position is at very low percent, because you want to keep your down air fresh. And up-B's not going to kill. You want to use up-B when it's going to kill. Or if it's the only option you have to punish. Like, he's too high up. Okay, I have to up B. But you never want to use Nair at, like, a percent like this. Because otherwise, he just goes all the way up here. He recovers with his up B bullshit, and then comes back down stage, and now you got a Snake at a high percent that you can't kill. It's hard to engage Snake meaningfully when he's on the ground. You have to be patient. I mean, Snake loses neutral, but... Good air dodge. Out of up aired. I think up air is better. Okay, good. You got a nice up air here. Nice. Okay. Getting a grab. Don't buffer at low percent. Okay, cornering him. Oh! Oh, that grenade thing I said earlier. Yeah, you could have down smashed his feet there. If you react to that, yeah. Retroactive coaching. Oh. Oh, nice. You didn't get punished by that. Okay. Just be careful about that, because if he starts... Okay, so from Alb's perspective, what Alb should be doing here, knowing you're going to spam Tornado, is either pick up a grenade backwards or toss a grenade up and do the... Like, okay, right here. Because then it's harder to pressure with grenade. And if the grenade... If you do get out the grenade and... I'm saying he, but that doesn't specify who. If you're Albs and you pull out the grenade and then Streety winds up tornadoing on you, well, now you've got this grenade right there that's going to explode if he stays there too long. So it's not good for Meta Knight in that position. But if you have enough time, yeah, if you're Albs, just throw the grenade up. This makes it very hard to tornado in this matchup. Right here, that should have been a shuttle loop. That would have killed him. At least reverse shuttle loop you could have. There you go, you killed him. I would have up-aired here, because a lot of times snakes, when they're landing in this kind of a position, they grenade. And you don't want to trade your up-B with the grenade, because you're staling the up-B, which is really important. And because you want that thing to kill when you do land it. And then they just go straight up because they take the grenade explosion right afterward. And then you take the grenade explosion. That's almost never worth your time. I could think of situations where it is, but it's a general rule. Oh, good. Oh, he SDI'd it. Yes. Very good. Yes. I was thinking about implementing that for myself. Yes. Up air. See, this doesn't really do too much. Because yeah, they're gonna grenade a lot, and then you trade with your up B, and you should be trying to get up airs here because he's directly above you. Because you're not gonna get down airs or any like really meaningful positioning, unless you frame trap. So just keep putting them up in the air and just juggle them and shit. Chase their landings and. You could be putting more pressure. This right here is reactionary. You should always be able to punish this if you're in this position. You could nair this. You could down air this and start a really, really strong string. Good. Yes, he thought you were going for the good mix-up. Alright, interesting. I don't know what I would have done here. Wait. Because you get this... And now you got this grenade here. Oh, I'll probably just back off. Yeah, I'd probably just back off here. But I don't want to get grabbed. Okay, I was about to say. Down air would have also gotten you the kill regardless of if it killed, because you would have gotten shuttle loop immediately after. Yeah, you need to be more wary of, you can't rely too much on Tornado for this mashup. Yes! Yes! Footstool him. No, down air. See, you see what, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Every Meta Knight does this. Except for, like, Mewtwo King and, like, the people that are good against Snake do the down air here. I'm not saying I'm amazing against Snake, but I think I'm pretty good at the punish game. Or at least the offstage game I think I've got down. Yeah, right here, this nair you did. See what I mean? He just went up. Now he's above you, now he gets to uppy away. He didn't have his double jump though. So maybe then, because he didn't have his double jump, you shouldn't be jumping towards the stage. You should be jumping up towards Snake. Because you can, the moment this uppy starts, you want to uppy and hit this Cypher, because he dies here. If you had just reacted better. You won this position. You won this game right here. There's nothing that that Albs could do. The game was over. Because you always got to chase him high. Every single time. If he goes low, you just react to whatever. Like, let's take this situation, because I think this is useful. If Alps had gone low here, from this position, instead of starting a Cypher, let's say he does a Cypher here, and you decided to go up, you could fall down and you could footstool him. If he, or on the way down, because he's obviously falling while you're rising, you come up and you just down air him. If he air dodges, you follow the air dodge down, you down air him again, and he dies. Or shuttle loop, he's on his last stock, you're not. Even if you were on your last stock, you wouldn't. Yeah, so up air, down air is better than the frame trapping with nair. No, you gotta be patient. Oh, shit! Albus is a maniac! Oh, shit. Sorry. You know, no, shuttle. Well, okay, so he might have been on there so long that you might not have been able to shuttle loop him. But you can down air here. If you think that that's the case, because you're level with him. Wait, actually, did you do the exact advice? You should have been... You could have gotten up there even faster and been even higher above him. And actually gotten a clean down air on top, but... Right here, the game's also over. You just shuttle loop it. Trade with it. You really like that option, Streety. Yeah, see? Okay, this position right here. If you go high, up here, let's say you miss. Now Snake's on the ledge. And Tornado is very good against Snake on the ledge. And if he's double jumping up to the ledge, you can land on him with down air. And just kick him out of it. Or down smash his jump up to the ledge. He's dead here. That works. Yeah, he's dead. See, okay. Here's another thing to be wary of is that down air, like, this down air right here, it doesn't tip, so it doesn't do enough damage to break Cypher. That works though. That's good. Okay, and now he's gonna... You know, he goes Meta Knight. Okay, good. My favorite matchup. I can actually say some shit here. I'm gonna try to look at this from both sides if I can. Okay, yeah, Albs needs to get up there and up air. Wait, okay, let's just start from the beginning. We'll just forward air. It's fine. You got out of the Did you SDI? Good. That was a very strange... Okay, so you always want to DI away from... okay, you want to DI away from down throw. Especially in this position. Because if you don't, you just get run up aerialed. Or if you DI up, you get up aired. So you want to DI away. That was good recognition from Albs. From Albs' perspective, it's really good if you see this tornado coming. You can sit here and wait it out. One thing that's really good to do is just to dash back and then dash and then you know, start your initial dash and then dash back in. You know the thing where you just quickly go. I don't remember the terminology for that. I just do it. And then you chase the uppie and you just uppie it. You can also cleanly, if you do a proper falling forward air, you take no risk of getting hit by the tornado, as long as you're like fast about it. Or at least that's what what's his name? That's what Fernando told me. I don't do that option, so I don't know. Lag. Right here, due to this DI, Albs actually had time to go rising forward air. And it would have hit you. Very good Shadow Loop. Probably lag helped react to that. Oh, okay, you tornado above it. The moment he whiffs this, you need to teach yourself to react to whiffs, Streety. Nice job. Albs is a legend. It's just facts. If you had gotten more height on this shuttle loop, I don't think you would have gotten punished. Because you would have had more time to fall to the ground, like I said earlier. At least I think I did. Okay, in this position, Albs had time to get underneath you, and you don't want that in this matchup. You do not want the Meta Knight to get underneath you when they're edge guarding. Did not have time to forward smash. Shouldn't have forward smashed. Okay, right here, you had like a million things you could have done. Because, like, right here, I mean, you could shuttle loop him. You could just chase him up here. You want to get underneath a gliding Meta Knight if you can. And just hit him with shit. But you just took like 10 steps extra to punish it, which you can do, but... But you're working too hard. That's your problem. Oh, I thought Albs was gonna let the shuttle loop rip. Okay, Albs should have angled his shield up. That could have been... You could have dipped down there and you could have shuttle looped Albs. Oh, okay. Right here, there's two options you can do if you're ever in a situation where a Meta shuttle loop's right above you here. You can literally just go chase him up there. Very easily, very reliably. If he gets... Okay, so right here. Let's pretend that you're still here, and let's pretend Albs is a little higher, because I think he went down a little bit. No, he went at a normal height. Right here, you could easily just full hop up air him. Free punish. You could jump up there and you could nair him. But what I like to do is you just jump up there. You try to get the nair. If he gets too far away, you could just shuttle loop. I will take the up air first. but yeah. If I can't reliably get the Nair. This right here, you can punish that shuttle loop. Often, a lot of the times, often you can literally just go grab ledge, and almost like 99% of Meta Knights, will just try to drift up onto the stage, and they won't make it. Only Meta Knights that are used to that mix-up will go all the way under the stage and go catch it, which then they do recover, but it's a mix-up. Because the problem is that if, like, okay, when I play 686M, there's this mix-up that happens between the two of us, where I will shuttle loop, and I know he loves to grab ledge there. I don't know if it's specifically this position where he grabs ledge, but it's a position like this, and he goes underneath the stage, or I go underneath the stage, and then what he starts doing, because I know that he can grab ledge there, is he just grabs the other ledge and I die. So, yeah, just that becomes like a 50-50. But you can pretty reliably just go dash shuttle loop this, or just go run and like down air it. You can forward tilt it, down smash it. You can hit this. Where was the? Did I just like fast forward a ton? Yeah. That's punishable. Okay, right here, be careful. So that glide attack, I think maybe you might have reacted to it. I'll give you benefit of the doubt. If the glide attack is super low to the ground, it's actually like even on block. So you can't grab it, you can't down smash it, you can't nair it. And if the person shuttle looping has port priority, they can actually grab you before you can grab them, because you will grab on the same frame, given that if it's fresh. So, like Streety, if you here were to do a very low glide attack to the ground and you grabbed immediately afterward, you would win that exchange. And beat all of the out of shield options, everything. Unless they spot dodge, which who the fuck spot dodges after that? It does happen, but yeah. So very strong. But most people don't grab in that situation anyway, so you can kind of just get away with grab even if you don't have port priority. I usually down smash or down tilt, but forward tilt is very strong because then you're putting a frame 3 move in their face. If they touch a button, they get hit. Like, so glide attack, forward tilt. If they press a button, they basically get hit. If you do buffered forward tilt, you're getting a multi-hit in there. And then you got a third hit that can go and beat, like, spot dodge and shit. So you beat so many options doing that. But the buffered forward tilt's really tight out of that. But we all should be doing it. You were too close. Or you too far away, but it didn't hit. But you could pretty reliably just shield there. It's fine. You got hit out of shield by just a random down smash. It happens. Close quarter shit can be unpredictable sometimes. Because you can't react to anything. Sometimes you just drop shield on the wrong frame and you get hit. It happens. Make sure that you're preparing. What's really, really good to do when you're getting down thrown here. So you down throw. And then, so you DI down and away. And then you wiggle that down and away. That way you're buffering SDI if they decide to do buffered F tilt. Because you're at 0, right? I mean, weren't you? You're at 3, whatever. Then you can buffer out of it and still hit them. Okay, right here, you want to up air this. You want to up air, or you want to trade with your own shuttle loop. Like, if you shuttle loop and hit this right here, you just kill Meta Knight. But the entire part of the reason why you want to go low, or what this is trying to beat is it's trying to beat your shuttle loop. It's trying to beat your reverse shuttle loop to the ledge, which you know, high kill power and take some early stocks, whatever. But this right here is trying to catch catch the shuttle loop, but if you do a higher shuttle loop, you beat this. But from in this position, you don't want to go this low if you can help it, because a lot of Meta Knights will just go for this tornado option, and you want to be able to hit them out of it. You want to keep stealing their jumps and eliminating resources, because then eventually you just kill them. Unless they're like really fucking good at recovering. Like that usually won't happen if you play someone like 686's level. Right, this down smash is actually punishable on block if he buffers up tilt out of shield, which is something that you should also learn. Yeah, there should have been 2 punishes on you. The F tilt was kind of predictable from that position. Just get ready to... If there's anything that combos into F tilt, you should probably be trying to SDI it. Just because then you get out, you take less damage, and you get a free hit. Okay, good tornado. Wait, did he... One thing you can do here is you can start like doing the double jump up airs and get out of the way of that, because he can't get enough height to actually chase you with that. Or just shuttle loop through him. But if he cancels the glide attack, if he cancels the glide, he can then just drift away and then up air your tornado. He could have traded up B with the side B, or like forward aired it, up aired it. I probably would have up aired because I'm scared. Yeah, that kills. Usually around like 130. What I typically do in this position, because I think that this is a really good angle to recover from, because you're not going to get shuttle looped. The vast majority of the time, you're not going to get shuttle looped here. You from this position right here, you can kind of wait shit out. If you dip down a little bit, like maybe from like this position right here, you can shuttle loop them off of the ledge if they're waiting for too long. So you're threatening them to get off of ledge. If they tornado as a way of, I mean, you're threatening tornado constantly from being here, like a high tornado. And you can just kind of sit there and wait, because they can sit here and they can wait on ledge. Because oftentimes a lot of Meta Knights will, or like at least like 686 does this, where he drifts into the ledge with his cape, and then at the very last second he peeks up. I do this constantly. So that means if they stay on ledge, I grab ledge. If they get off of ledge, or if they stay on ledge, yeah, I wind up landing right up here. So this right here is really good. You just got to mix up your timing, because you want to grab the ledge if you can help it. You don't want them to then jump up, because then usually what they do is that then they punish with forward air, but then you SDI the forward air up, and then you down air them or jump away, whatever you feel like doing. It makes them scared to go for forward air sometimes. So yeah, it's good to recover from here. But just don't overuse tornado. You gotta learn your recovery mix-ups and shit better. Tornadoes oddly shield pokes from below very easily. I mean, I guess it's the same as up. Just nobody ever angles their shield down, myself included. Yeah, like right here. Well, how many jumps did you have? Yeah, you still had jumps. You gotta be careful. You still have more room to mix up. You kind of panicked. Yeah, okay, you're good at the rising up air, actually. That's not bad. You just got greedy and went for a shuttle loop that would have clearly missed. I think you need to learn to not be as like aggressive with the shuttle loop, because it is very risky and puts you in a bad position if you miss it. It's very good. I mean, there's plenty of positions where you can just react and you will hit it 100% of the time, and I think you should rely on that more. Or save it for when you've got like a hard read on something, that especially when it'll kill. Like if you read a double jump, just throw the shuttle loop out there and just fucking kill him. It's fun. Alright, that worked out. Okay, this forward air right here, you should drift it backward, because you don't really gain any benefit from landing full on into them. So once the forward air is in range, just kind of fade back a bit, because otherwise it's super unsafe on block. All right, that. The moment you, so you could have up aired this. You could have up aired or shuttle looped it. I probably would have up aired. Albs could have punished that. I don't know what Albs is doing here. You're both sitting here shielding. Wait. Okay, so this down air right here is punishable. Just up air it. Right here, you could tornado that. He doesn't have any mix-ups. He can't go anywhere. No, the shuttle was too low. Or it's too high. It also didn't really threaten a reaction because they could always get too far away from this to actually hit it. Oh, he waits for the spot dodge. I feel like you probably know this, and this is probably just a mess up. But yeah, these ledge attacks aren't usually very good. It's usually a mistake. I suck. Aww. Oh yeah, this is the final game. Okay, there's one more. Okay, so you chase him and you gave up a lot of stage control by letting him do this, but I guess that you're trying to pressure this exact like position right over here. Because you can't do that while not giving up some stage control. So yeah, I guess that works. The thing is that like the cleaner your movement is, the more options you cover, because you're faster. And that's I think that's a major takeaway. If you get this far into this. Yeah, remember to GI down. Be careful about this shuttle loop. On a reaction, this should be getting tornadoed every time. Or walk up, or they walk up shield, expecting you to do it, and then punish it out of shield every single time, because you have to go on stage or grab the ledge. So if they can intercept you while you're over here, you can't glide attack because you die. Yeah, that you should be punishing the down smash every time out of shield with like forward tilt, dash grab. Alp should punish that. Alp should punish that with like down air or I don't know, just anything that beats it. You drop down shuttle a bit. Right here, you have them. You can easily pressure. Once this position happens, you don't need to be scared of Albs. Albs' shield is too low to shield this fucking tornado. So you don't need to go high or anything. Just let it full onto him. Okay, when somebody nairs your shield like this, you gotta up air it. You gotta up air it or nair it yourself. Don't give people free damage like this. I tried not to use side B as much. It's very reactable. Okay, that works. That nair, waste of time. Okay, what I would have done here is the moment I saw this, if somebody like lands onto like the platform like that or some shit, well, first of all, they should slide off if they don't do anything. Position yourself under the platform and just react to whatever they're gonna do. They roll back. They wait, what did he do? He just did a normal get up there. Yeah, you could. If somebody's in like a trip scenario or something like that, anything where they're in a position where they have to pick a ledge option, you can react to everything if you just get underneath them. But if you waited, he would have ledge slipped because that thing had continued momentum. If it didn't, because sometimes that will be the case, you can just react to everything. If they just sit there and you're impatient, you can also just nair. But it's not as good. Especially he's at 40. He's not... Okay, I like that mix-up. Just because he's just sitting there holding shield. That's all he's doing. Okay, wait, what happened there? Okay, when you're in this position, and they're on the ledge here, if you space your up air properly, they will always fall off. So then you up air nair, or you up air, depending on what position you want. Up air nair is more damage, so it works. Because yeah, he was gonna fall off, but you also don't want him to fall off and then down air you. You generally speaking, when you're juggling people and they're on platforms, you don't want to wind up above them. You want to stay below them. You want to keep the pressure going. The only time where you do this up air is if you're reading a double jump, which not all, because your only real options when you're being pressured like this are to shield drop, which against Meta Knight, you're not going to punish Meta Knight's up air with really anything if he's spamming it on you. They're going to try to shuttle loop you through your shit. But if you're up here, like, okay, down here on these platforms, if the Meta Knight is getting up aired, because it's coming from a short hop, you're going to be way higher into their shield, so you're going to wind up getting punished way easier. Like, they can just shuttle loop you because you can't control your jump height well up here. So then Meta Knights will do up air dodge, or they'll just jump in air dodge and just bait the up B. But up here, if you just space your up air properly, because you have a lot more control because you have your double jump, just continuously just keep pressuring with it. Amazing tech skill from Albs. Albs is such a legend. I need to make an Albs appreciation video. Alright, fucking Albs. Yeah. See, he does the ledge slip. What a tech skill god. Look at him. Bam! Falls. Let's go, Albs. Okay, what did I miss? Okay, try not to. And I do this while I'm trying to SDI for some fucking reason all the time. Try not to DI this in. This is going to be a major source of your damage. Especially if you landing on that platform here. Like, try to... Because once you can get on the ledge, if you get good at playing on the ledge is your friend. The ledge is... It's hard to ledge trap people that are really strong on the ledge. So, and it's way better than taking damage getting juggled. Okay, yeah, you're going way too low. The Albs likes to recover with Tornado a lot. Yeah, that was way too high. Albs could have just dropped down aired you and spaced it. Okay, you DI'd in again. Actually, that was a nice fastball. Okay, I think that because you like to do this a lot, I'm going to try to come up with more solutions for this. Another option you can do, because they're going to try to, like, react to this here. This was fine because he didn't call out the fastball air dodge to the ground here. But typically, you can do, like, a tornado here. You can fall with back air. You can get close to the ground and double jump down air. These are all options that'll get you out of this situation. Oh, nice. Oh, Dragon Ball Z. Oh! Oh, sick. Sorry if my mic peaked. No! Streety! No! He pushed you off, I think. Looked like you were on stage. Looked like you were like... Your ECB. I don't know where it would be. I'm not that fucking nerdy. But it looked like you got pushed off. I don't know. Try to do the shuttle loop. Or the tornado thing I told earlier. Where you just drop down... where you just drop down and... You know, you just spin it. Just do an earlier tornado. Like, just do a tornado that you don't mash B on at all, and then just do it again. Or do any other mix-up. Because it's invincible by the time it ends. You're still in invincibility. Then you get to do another move. It's better than your Nair thing. One thing here is this roll right here. If you're ever going to roll, and you have time to prepare the roll, always turn the other way and then forward roll. Because it's way faster. You just save frames. A lot better invincibility to lag ratio, everything. Saved time. Alright, let's go, Streety. You got this. Well, though I think Albs got second at this tournament, so maybe you didn't. Right here, up air. He whiffed. This is within your reaction. You should always be punishing something like this. Good mix up. I would have nared that. You rely on down smash a little too much. Because your down smash is stale. I didn't think about this, but your down smash is frequently stale because you like to use it as a punish option. Nice. Okay. Wait. Okay. What the fuck happened there? Okay. You should probably just be like up airing him or waiting for him to do some shit here, because this shuttle loop doesn't. It's too risky. You get nared if he shields this. And what do people like to do on platforms? They like to shield. So be careful. Okay. Buffered F tilt here. No. Recommended, it's free damage. Would recommend... Because, okay, when you go down here, what are you threatening? That's my question. You're not mixing anything up. Because your job when you're on the ledge here is to create mix-ups. Is to try to fake things out, to condition the other Meta Knight. Like, okay, I could go low. I could come up here and fall down on you with a forward air. I could cape back onto the stage. I could... usually what I'm trying to do whenever I'm trying to get off of ledges, I'm trying to glide on and get the low glide, because the low glide, as I said before, gives you like forward tilt, down tilt, grab. It gives you very, very, very strong mix-ups, and it's a humongous move that it's just spaced on their shield is very strong. But then occasionally I'll tornado onto stage or I'll air dodge on. But I'm trying to, because the thing is, if I only glide on, he tornadoes me every single time. So I got to make it ambiguous. I got to sometimes like be like, okay, I'm about to glide, and the last second I stop gliding, I prepare to up air the tornado. And I just do that repeatedly over and over again. And then eventually, because it's not in, you got to make it so that it's not in their favor. The risk reward ratio is not in their favor to just go out and hit you. When you do this, you're making me want to just jump off stage and shuttle loop you, because I could probably kill you for this. You got to make it hard to get yourself hit when you're off stage on the sledge. You got to create mix-ups where, like, okay, well, if I do this 99% of the time, like, for example, if you create a safe mix-up tree where you're just up airing at around like this general area right here, or I guess up air around this entire area, like, then you're threatening glide. But they can't really hit you because there's nothing that beats up air. So, unless you up air too close to the ledge, then you get shuttle looped out of shield here. Or you get falling down aired if you're not careful. But you can whiff punish. You can bait that and whiff punish it. But then they can bait and whiff punish. They can bait your shuttle loop or whatever. So, just be mindful of that. They can just decide to air dodge into the ground and wait for you. But yeah, your general job here is just to get off of ledge cleanly, to create mix-ups, to make it very hard for them to hit you. Because the thing is that, like, the way I look at it is the only thing that beats tornado, or the other thing that beats this glide, is tornado. And you've got multiple. The other thing they can do if they see the glide is they can run down here, and they can get underneath the glide, because getting underneath glide is very good. And then they can nair me. And I did this to Cody at SmashCon. I did the Kara glide, or the Otori glide, whatever the fuck we want to call it, where the glide starts and then you drop really low very quickly. And I just stage spiked him and killed him. That almost won me one of our Meta Knight Dittos. I actually had the lead for that entire game until the very end. He just made a crazy comeback. But just a mix-up like that can be the difference between winning a game and losing it. Well, you're not really threatening anything, and then you decide to... Because they're all reaction mix-ups, is basically what I'm trying to say. I went off on way too big of a tangent on that. Albs should grab ledge, yeah. That was a risky ledge grab. You could have stage spiked him if you timed it a certain way. Oh, no. Streety, no! See, yeah, being underneath glide is really good because you can't hit anybody. I guess that's the set. Anyway, thank you for watching. Yeah, if you want me to review anything else, just hit me up. I'm a little tired though. Thank you.